Yesterday in Boston, it was out with the old and in with the new. Let me explain. Democratic presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg rolled through town for not one, but two campaign fundraisers. Meanwhile, an evening with the Clintons, billed as a, quote, one-of-a-kind conversation with Hillary and Bill, stopped by the Boston Opera House as part of their 13-stop speaking tour. For my radio co-host, Marjorie and me, the day started with the 37-year-old small city mayor making quite the national name for himself. Buttigieg joined us on Boston Public Radio from the Boston Public Library to talk about shooting up to the top tier of the crowded field. Why are you tied for second so fast in this campaign?
Because I'd make a really good president. Part of why people are responding so powerfully is that we're in this moment, this tectonic moment where things are changing around us. People are looking for something very different.
Now, if voters are looking for something different, you'd never know it by the crowd lining up last night for the Bill and Hillary Roadshow. Before going in to check out their act, I set out to take my own audience pulse. So I came to the Boston Opera House, obviously, to do interviews with people who decided that they were going to come to the Clinton Roadshow. But I
think actually no one likes to talk to Jim. They'd like to talk to me. So why don't I take over from here?
No complaints from me if Marjorie wants to help me do my job. And turns out people came from far and wide to see the duo.
I live in Westchester along with Bill and Hillary.
Well, I flew from San Diego to see the show.
And for some, the past was the future.
I'm hoping that I could talk her into running again this time around.
Do you want her to run again, or?
I would have loved to, yeah. But
you'd like to have her run again?
Her to run again, yes.
You would?
Well, if it's not evident, we still mourn the fact that, unfortunately, she was not chosen to be the leader.
Now, in case you missed it, we even scored an interview with Hillary herself.
What do you think of President Trump?
Do you think I really need to say that?
And although there were predictably some street corner protesters, almost none of the audience seemed troubled by Bill Clinton's history with women.
Now, as a young woman, you're not mad at Bill Clinton?
I'm not mad at anybody. I think we can find many reasons to be mad at a lot of different people, but we're human.
And when we finally did make it inside, we had no idea the seats we chose would be as far back as they were. It was like we were in Wisconsin, which would have been one more time than Hillary was there in 2016. But the show was not sold out, maybe because everyone was spending their evening with Pete Buttigieg, either in Somerville in a conversation moderated by Hamilton actor Brandon Victor Dixon, or in Boston at an event hosted by Brian Raffanelli, the same guy who planned Chelsea Clinton's wedding. Talk about a small world. But on stage, Hillary was flanked by two former presidents, her husband and this guy.
Do you think I'll make a good president?
I think you'll make a great president.
Never mind. The other one only played a president on TV on the show Scandal, which is already over, like the Clinton presidency, which ended almost 20 years ago. You know, even if last night's audience was excited about an evening of reminiscing and self-congratulations, I'd suggest it's time to draw the curtain on the past and focus on the next players seeking the opportunity to be our leaders.